Once dismissed as a frozen relic of 19th century diplomacy, Alaska is now set to host one of the most closely watched encounters of the modern era, a face-to-face meeting between US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump, who teased the venue as a very popular one for a lot of reasons, defied expectations that the talks would be held on neutral ground, even after Putin himself floated the United Arab Emirates. Instead, the Kremlin leader will step onto US soil in a location that carries both strategic significance and deep historical resonance for the two nations. While the optics suggest a power play by Trump, with Putin traveling to him, the arrangement offers notable advantages for the Russian leader too. Meeting on American soil spares Putin from flying over hostile territory at a time when he remains under an International Criminal Court arrest warrant. It also opens the door for Trump to make a reciprocal visit to Russia, an invitation already extended by Putin. Political leaders in Alaska have welcomed the choice, citing its unique blend of history and economic opportunity. That history dates back to 1867, when then Secretary of State William H. Seward negotiated the purchase of Alaska from Tsar Alexander II's Russia for $7.2 million, less than 2 cents an acre for nearly 600,000 square miles. The deal, brokered with Russian Minister Edward de Stuckel, was hailed as a triumph for American expansionism, yet left behind in Russia a nationalist longing to reclaim what was once imperial territory. For Trump, Alaska also carries a personal link. Andrew Jackson, president at the time of the sale, is one of his political heroes, and his portrait was among the first returned to the Oval Office after Trump's return to power. In Moscow, some Kremlin-friendly voices view the venue as a reminder of what they call annexed Russian land, a potential talking point should Putin wish to needle his US counterpart during the summit. Political scientist Nina Khrushcheva has described Alaska as a symbol of the trade relationship Moscow hopes to revive with Washington. For Putin's aides, it also represents a practical arena for cooperation on future economic ventures.
Incidentally, Alaska and the Arctic are regions where the economic interests of our countries intersect, and there are clear prospects for implementing large-scale, mutually beneficial projects.
By the time Air Force One and the Kremlin's presidential jet touch down in Anchorage, the stage will be set not just for talks on resolving the Russia-Ukraine war, but for a meeting laced with history, national pride, and the quiet possibility of a new bargain struck in the shadow of an old one.